Hey, what's up? It's Caroline. Happy Monday, February 16th. I was going to write a blog post about this, or maybe a poem about this, maybe phone a friend, like the lifelines you get in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I've decided to make a video because I felt what I wanted to talk about was applicable to this space. And I've made a video about this before where I've talked about the notion of like life bulimia or life anorexia or like life eating disorder behavior, whereby like you starve yourself of things you want, not your body, not food, but like your spirit and your heart, and or you binge and purge things in your life. And I'm at this point where I'm realizing the way that eating disorder behavior plays out in my life at large is no longer acceptable. I can no longer live that way. And there's this phrase from this wonderful book, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, where he says, I have to look at the camera, otherwise I'm avoiding, where he says, evolve or die. And it's this sense of like, evolve or die. That's a lot of why I began recovery from my eating disorder. It was like, evolve or die. Like, begin recovery seriously, or like you're totally screwing up your body. So I'm at this point where, years and years into eating disorder recovery, where it's like this evolve or die sort of thing. Like, obviously I'm not going to die. I'm very healthy and happy. But like, it's a sense of evolve from my behaviors or not so good stuff. And that behavior is, for me personally, I don't let myself get enough sleep. I don't have insomnia or anything. I just put off getting in bed. Once I'm in bed, I'm fine. I fall asleep, great. But I'm not letting myself get enough sleep. This has been a problem most of my life, since in my obscene perfectionism and ridiculous overachieving, I started pulling late nights in like 3rd grade to finish book reports, which is crazy. But school really facilitated my being able to stay up all night and study. It was an excuse, and I'm not in school right now. It's not a fair excuse anymore. It should have never been an excuse. But so I want to be more responsible about getting sleep and getting in bed when it's appropriate to get in bed, and not pushing it off until 1 in the morning just because, and then beating myself up over it the next day because it's my choice. So I no longer want to make the choice to do that. The other thing is I overbook my social life. I'm really social. And this manifests I'm not like some like clubbing person that goes out all night clubbing. That's not social. Like, I have lots of, meet friends for coffee or tea, or meet friends for lunch or dinner, or, try to make it to this friend's party and this friend's dinner and this friend's thing and this da-da-da-da, all in one frickin' day. Or night. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's sucking away my ability to be there for myself. Just like, making everyone else's time more important than my own. And my time's the most important. And then what ends up happening is my life and my inbox and my calendar and my stack of papers gets astronomically high. And my to-do list gets longer than it's ever been before. Because even though I was really sick last week, part of why I get sick, whenever I get sick, like flu or cold, is because I burn myself out. That's not a healthy cycle to live. Like, oh, it's cool, I can burn myself out, I'll just get sick once every few months. And that's not really good. And I would like to take better care of my body so that it doesn't have to get sick. And taking care of my body means getting solid, happy, awesome, healthy sleep, and not overworking myself in any way. So I don't know, maybe this is more of a confession than anything advice-worthy, or people may not feel this is relevant to an eating disorder or to recovery or body empowerment, but I feel it is, because at this stage in my recovery, years into it, where my eating disorder no longer, I feel, manifests itself into an eating disorder per se, but rather it's behavior that was fundamentally there in the first place. That, it's like I was an overachieving workaholic way before I actually was anorexic or bulimic. So I suspect that those behaviors predate my actual diagnosed eating disorder. And now that I am without said diagnosed eating disorder, I have to not only confront emotions that, I've been confronting for years and in a healthy way sitting with. Now I have to confront that behavior that predates the actual eating disorder, which would be self-deprecating behavior that I know is going to hurt me, like not getting enough sleep or being too social. I don't know that I was too social when I was in 3rd, 4th grade. I was definitely too busy. I definitely did like a million activities. I took piano and sewing class, and I was a figure skater, and I was a ballerina, and I was an actress, and I was a dancer and a singer, like all those things. 2nd graders shouldn't get home at 9 at night after their final activity. So, this is, I guess, my out loud commitment to myself to stop being self-deprecating in my overall seemingly healthy behavior. It has nothing to do with food, but has to do with my overall well-being. So that's what I got to say. I hope everyone's having a great day. Happy President's Day. And peace be with you.